2,500 years ago, Hippocrates, who was the father of medicine, pointed out that all diseases are crises of purification, toxic elimination. The entire basis of natural medicine is based on his declaration. If Hippocrates knew the massive onslaught of toxicity that we face today, he would have turned over in his grave. I don't think he could have imagined in his worst nightmare what we have to deal with. In the last 80 years, more than 100,000 new chemicals have turned up in our environment. More than 95% of these have never ever been tested. 4,000 of them have been added to our foods, and the average child is exposed to 3.5 ounces of these chemicals every day of its life. These dangerous substances are taken into our own bodies as well, in even greater amounts. The average adult now carries more than 700 times the level of toxic chemicals, heavy metals, and pollutants that our grandparents were exposed to. Now, where do they come from? They come from the manufactured fast foods and packaged convenience foods that we buy in our supermarkets. They come from herbicides and pesticides sprayed on our food, from PCBs, aromatic hydrocarbons, and even flame retardants in the clothes that we buy, as well as hundreds of other sources. Now, these toxic chemicals do not degrade. They accumulate in the environment and pollute the food chain, undermining human health to a degree that has never ever been seen before. Yet we keep eating manufactured food and we keep giving them to our children. Then we wonder why we become ill. Too often we turn to conventional medicine, which tells us that we should take powerful pharmaceutical drugs that can only suppress the symptoms temporarily while polluting our bodies with yet more toxicity. Is there a possible end to all this? And are we able to protect ourselves and our children and our families? Well, it's not easy, but the answer is yes, we can. If we are serious about clearing all this toxicity from our bodies and restoring health to ourselves, bringing this about can be faster than you could ever have imagined. What we first need to do is we need to change the way that we eat. It starts with a return to real food. Food grown on healthy soils, and if you have a garden, the best thing to do is to start planting organic vegetables and fruits. Now, if you live in a city or you have an apartment and it's not possible, you can start growing sprouted seeds and grains in jars in your kitchen window. Then you can search for a source of organic vegetables and fruits near you, and clear your cupboards of manufactured food altogether. Eat half of your foods raw, and make sure that they are organically grown. The protein foods you buy should come from animals that have been naturally farmed, and eggs from free-range organic chickens, and your meats from healthy animals that have been grazed on green grass. Now, if you eat fish, make sure that they are wild. Never eat the farmed fish. They have been raised on waste products that you just don't want to have in your body. Next, educate your friends and your family to question every advertisement that you see on television or on the internet or everywhere that advertisement is just pounded at us. Now remember, people are smart. You just have to give them a chance. All they need is a little encouragement to voice their opinion about what they feel is true and what is fraudulent. And if you start now, in 3 months' time, the difference in your health will astound you.